petting zoo during the county fair.
Tanya has been.
Oh, wait, okay. Before we go on, let's talk about it. What did we read so far?
We read that Tanya has.
Jaden,
One at a time. Tanya was helping her grandmother and the grandpa
at the farm. So at the farm, she's with her grandma and grandpa. And what did they say to her, Emily? What did they tell her?
Told her they said, I want you to help us take care of the animals at the petting zoo during the county fair.
The county fair. So what do you think is going to happen? What is the story about? It's called Helping at the Petting Zoo. And Tanya is going to help her grandparents at the petting zoo. So where is the rest of the story going to take place, do you think?
At the petting zoo.
At the petting zoo, right? At the fair? Okay.
It's going to the petting zoo and then to the petting zoo.
Before you go on, so what just happened? Do you mean?
That she was watching her cousin Chris help their grandparents at the petting zoo.
Okay, so she's been watching him and she's been really waiting to do this. Do you think she's excited to do this? Yes. Why?
Because she's been waiting for years.
She's been waiting. What else does...
And it says,
Okay, hold on a second.
She's smiling from ear to ear.
Smiling from ear to ear.
it says that Tanya has been waiting and she was always too young and she couldn't wait.
Too young. Okay, so now she gets to do something she's always been wanting to do. So she's excited. Go ahead and read. So what just happened?
She's in bed.
She's
in bed thinking about 2 years ago when she helped out at the petting zoo and it stunk.
And it's done. Why did it? They
Because
said it was a disaster. Why?
Because she was messing up with everything and she was being clumsy and not making.
Okay, so she was being clumsy, she kind of messing things up. What else did they say that she forgot to do?
she forgot to close the gate and she let all the pigs, ducks, and goats out and they wandered around the fairground.
Okay, so go ahead and read them. We're going to figure out what happened.
This one?
So, how does Tanya feel now? She left the door open, she was being kind of clumsy.
She felt really upset.
She felt upset.
She felt her heart, her.
Okay. There's a specific word in the story that
heart
they use.
beat so fast that it might burst out her chest.
Okay.
So she was
So
scared.
she was scared, a little nervous. What about when you mess up and people see you?
They laugh.
You're embarrassed,
like
right?
this.
That's what Tanya's feeling.
I'm happy over here.
Okay,
She's
so
feeling
let's...
embarrassed and in there she's feeling sad because she probably feels bad for her brother now that she did that and she was little.
Her cousin. Okay, so let's turn the page. So this is happening, what had happened in the past. She's remembering.
Yeah, on her
So let's
bed.
read about the present. The present. What day is it?
It's the day of the farm or the
county fair.
The petting fair, right? So they're setting up, she's helping with the petting zoo, right? So they're preparing for the people to come to the fair, to see the animals, and what are some of the things that Tanya's doing to get ready for the day? Okay, Damien, what did you say?
She's walking the cows around the pens and help calming down the hens.
Okay, so she calmed down the hens.
She spread out hay.
She spread out hay.
She she fed a baby lamb.
Yeah, she fed a baby lamb, right? So she's being busy, right? She's doing all these things, and She's probably doing. And then her cousin pops up. Why is she so nervous? Why does she feel kind of?
Because she's like,
Because of 2 years ago.
what if he's still upset? What if he's gonna hurt me?
If he's gonna what?
If he's gonna be upset at me or
Okay, so she's upset because thinking about 2 years ago, maybe she did something wrong. So she thinks that maybe something is gonna happen, and she didn't do such a good job, right?
Right.
Yeah,
That
nervous.
You might remember about 2 years ago and like try to help her out
Or
because
miss.
something
And she wants to prove that she knows how to do it herself, right? She wants to be the best helper. So
And she could mess up by having a flashback while she's doing something and then mess up.
she could. Let's see if that happens.
Do you?
that's her in the present.
That's her pushing the animals in, and that's Chris. That's her.
Well, let's finish reading and then we'll find out.
I guess
That's a little girl she was helping, not her from the past.
Okay, so before we look at the picture, how did the story end? What just happened?
she was helping a little girl feed animals and
Feed the goat.
feed the goats and showed her grandparents the love for the animals and her responsibility.
The love for animals and her responsibility. What does it mean to be responsible?
To take care and make sure that you have everything under control.
Yeah, okay, so that means that they can trust her, right? That means she can do the job they told her to do. And what happened when Chris came, Jaden?
when Chris came, Tanya was really panicking and she said no thanks because she was nervous, and Chris asked if she needed any help and she said no thanks because she wanted to prove that she could help out without any help.
So, let's go on to our question. Complete the following analogy, which you guys have already done. But where did you... Okay, Damien, question number 1.
Complete the following analogy.
Analogy. Do you know what an analogy is?
A sentence or something.
Okay, an analogy is it makes a comparison. And in that comparison, it's either two things that are similar or two things that are not similar. And so that relationship between those two things is in one part of the sentence. And in the other, you have to have a similar type of relationship. So if I say black is to white, black and white are opposite. So black is to white as light is to
White.
light is to opposite of light,
Dark.
dark, right? So because this part was opposite, this part has to be opposite. So how would I do an analogy in this sentence?
Assistant is to
Assist is to help, as latch is to
Okay, so assist to help. Is that, what kind of relationship is that?
guard.
Are they similar or not similar or
They're
similar, right?
similar.
To assist someone is the same as help them. So latch, you're looking for a word that is similar to latch.
fasten,
Guard.
And what does fasten mean?
like tie something to
Close, right? So what does latch mean?
Latch means
To hook on something.
latch is like a hook or something
it
that
means
you
to close.
Okay. So a latch, if it closes something, then what would be similar to closing something?
Fasten.
Fasten, right?
Oh, did I just mark it wrong? I'm just gonna mark it wrong.
Okay. So what's the second question?
The second one, what happened just after Grandpa leads the animals to the pens from the trailer?
Oh, I know. It's right here. It's right here. No, it's right here. Right here.
It's right here. It's right here.
I underlined it. It's right here.
Okay, Emily. Where is it, Emily?
Wait.
You
Here.
have it underlined. So where's 2?
The fair began soon after everything was set up. Children gathered around the petting zoo,
Okay.
waiting for animals. And then right
Okay. So
here,
what are the choices? What are the choices similar to that?
Chris asks Tanya if she needs help.
What are the choices out of those that are similar to what we just read?
Nothing, but it's no, it's right here.
Nothing's really. It's like food.
Yeah. Children gathered at the around the petting zoo.
That's what we just read, right?
And it could. Okay, look at the diagram. What belongs in the empty box? The effect is Tanya feels that she is ready to help at the petting zoo.
So
What is the-
remember we
what
just talked about cause and effect.
What happened
So-
to get
What happened that makes Tanya feel that she's ready?
A? Tanya watched Chris at the petting zoo year after year.
Okay,
I
what's
said
D?
D is Tanya loses her ability to handle the animals over the summer. Oh, over the summer.
It's not in the summer.
Okay.
Well, it's A. Because that makes the most sense.
Yeah, because it says in the passage that she watched him
Yeah, she watched them for 2 years.
year after year, which is 2 years.
Yeah. Unless it can also be 3 years, because then you say the year after that year and then the year after that year.
No, it just says year after year, which means year after year.
After year
That's 2 years.
Okay. So it says that the effect is Tanya feels she's ready to help at the petting zoo. So what happens that makes Tanya feel that she's ready?
She watched Chris at the petting zoo. Yeah,
She watches Chris and that makes her feel
the
ready?
confidence. Yeah.
It's A.
Okay. What about over the summer she'd been with her grandparents, right? She's been able to help them and to work with the animals.
She doesn't help them
How do you know that?
because it says right here. It says, "I'm so glad that I got to spend the time with you over the summer," Tanya said to your grandmother on the telephone. "I really liked helping with the farm animals. I learned a lot." That was the farm animals.
Those are the same animals she's working with here at the petting zoo. So
She was
you don't
like,
think working with the animals?
Because like you have to learn how to handle the people with the animals and stuff.
Okay, that's right. You do need to learn. But how do you learn if you're only watching?
You want to walk slow.
So
If you can learn by watching, like, let's say you're
Jaden,
Jaden.
focus.
let's say you're at
That was Chase, but Chase was just standing there.
let's say you're at a job interview and you're like sitting down and watching someone writing down like what they had to do, like and if you
Okay.
didn't know that you can learn from your mistake. Like
Well, I think the answer is D.
I think it's A.
Because she has to practice, right? She has to get
And
used
she
to the
had to
animals.
improve because she wanted to make sure
I had that before, you see? I didn't know. Works.
So D.
Because you can watch and you can get an idea, but until you're actually with the animals, you
he
won't
actually
feel
says that
confident.
she improved, and she did because she wanted to make sure that Chris didn't have to help her anymore.
Okay, question 4?
What is one way the reader
Hold
can
on,
tell
Emma.
that?
Grandma, she had like a little pen for chickens and goats, and whenever the chickens were getting excited because my grandma, she would always like every 5 weeks she would go and get another chicken. Whenever they're all getting excited, she wanted me to get some food and they would make one of the pen so she could put the chicken in.
Okay. Question 4. Thank you for sharing about the chickens.
I just need to.
13.
It's a good connection.
What is the one way the reader can tell that helping at the petting zoo is fiction? there A is a plot, B that often tells about herself, C there are rhyming words, and D the characters are real people. The characters are real people that would be fiction.
Right.
I think it's B because I think it's B because there's
I think it's A.
I think
It's
it's
found like
I
a
think
plot
it's
in the
B
story.
because there's a girl telling it because it says I've got everything well
That
it
would be,
says I
but
in with
that
her
would still
in
be
it.
a first person, but it has to be
No,
a third person for the
no.
author to talk about herself.
No.
Exactly.
No it doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does.
What's the answer?
Well,
I
why do
think
you
it's
think it's
A.
A?
I think it's A
Because the plot,
One at a time.
because the plot, it's basically saying about,
The main
it's
part.
it's telling about the main plot, and it's not like it's not saying that it's the plot is it's just
Well, okay, so what
can't
is...
really explain it.
Yeah, okay. So the plot is the events of the story, right? So because it's fiction, that means that they're going to follow the pattern of a plot,
It's basically
of a
going-
narrative, right?
It's just basically it's just flowing with the story. It's not saying it's not saying
This is our last question. We have to go to lunch, but it is plot.
Because there's like
There's a plot. That's fiction.
I had that.
the characters were real, it wouldn't be fiction. And if and there's no if the author goes about himself, then it would be kind of like a third person or biography
Biography?
story.
Mm-hmm.